That tree kind of ugly.
Don't. What tree?
That tree right there.
That is a mandrake from Harry Potter.
Man, he ugly.
Why you be so mean?
I mean, look at him. He barely got him, like, look at them lips. Look at them tree sucking lips. Some TSLs.
You sucking trees.
Have you ever sucked on a tree?
Why would I have sucked on a tree?
Not
man?
the whole tree. I meant like a piece of the tree.
No, I've never sucked on a tree.
Really?
Yeah. When have you sucked on a tree?
Pencil.
That's not. No, that is not what you said.
Okay, well, I was gonna go off with it. I mean, it was gonna be. I sucked on a pencil. I sucked on like a wood chip before. Just like
that's still not a tree.
What do you mean?
That's from a tree.
That's what I'm saying. You can't suck on a whole tree.
That's what you asked. Have I sucked on a tree?
And then I said like, oh, like never, not the whole tree, obviously. And then I referenced like a pencil.
Okay, no, not
no.
a full tree. Part of a tree, yeah.
Okay, what?
Like a pencil.
That's just gonna be the way we start off.
I guess.
I mean, I'm cool with it. It was a nice opener. Hi, ew. Hi. I like how I started off with tree sucking. Why would I do such a thing?
You just looked at me.
I'm still a little dumbfounded. Like, I went straight off of that. Like when you were setting everything up, I was just looking at that tree.
Well, you've seen Harry Potter. You know what that is.
That's like what catches them in the flying car, right?
No, that's the that's the thing that when they pull it out, it's like and there's like the high pitched noise that would make them pass out.
That sounds familiar. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Harry Potter enough to like pinpoint. Oh, like I don't even know what movie that's from. That's maybe an early one.
Third.
Early. That's before Goblet of Fire. Goblet of Fire is 4, I think. It's my favorite one. I think.
I agree. We don't need to go on this tangent. I could talk like for an hour and a half just on Harry Potter.
I definitely can't, but I could talk a little bit. But I from what I know, I just sound dumb.
We don't need to do this.
No, I mean, I'm not saying we do. I'm saying just, like that's all I can talk about. Like I don't know. I can
only talk about Goblet of Fire.
Kind of. That's all I remember from. Actually, I don't. And also Half of Friends, I guess. But hey, we are back for the second one.
Hey.
Yeah. No, I mean,
hey.
We are. Yeah.
How's it going? How you doing? How's your day going?
How is it?
Good. You had a good time.
Like we're Dora the Explorer.
Where's your mother?
What?
Point at it. Now give her a hug.
Okay.
Now she's gone.
Oh.
Say goodbye. She's not coming back.
Say goodbye. She's already gone. Let's say goodbye. Yeah. But you seen any good movies lately?
No, I haven't. But the thing I wanted to talk to you about was there's this new movie. You know Winnie the Pooh, right?
The one with like
Winnie the Pooh, he likes honey. There's Piglet, Christopher Robin, all these.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like with McGregor.
What?
Ewan McGregor.
Oh no, not that one.
Oh,
that's not what I'm talking about. You know Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
You know who Winnie the Pooh is?
Yeah.
They're making a horror movie out of Winnie the Pooh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's called Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, and it's gonna be about him and Piglet. The world ran out of honey. So he's not going to be able to eat honey. So he starts going after killing humans and eating them.
You're lying.
No.
This is the biggest crock of bullshit.
No.
Are you serious?
Yup.
That's so stupid.
It's him and Piglet, the killing dynamic duo.
What the hell? Is like the rabbit or like what's his name? Igor?
Eeyore.
Igor.
Igor.
Igor. The album. But yeah, what was his name again? Eeyore?
I haven't heard like much about it. That's all that they really have announced, and they have like a picture out.
I want to see the picture.
The picture's hilarious. I actually want to watch it. Like you can tell it's gonna be a bad good movie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
It's gonna be.
Wait, it's like it's so bad that it's good, or so good that it's bad?
It's so bad that it's good. It's gonna be one of those movies.
Like
I can tell.
Room.
Yeah, I'd say like yeah.
Oh no.
Because like I know it's not gonna take itself too seriously. They don't have a big movie budget, but it looks like it's gonna be very entertaining.
That's so. Is it from what's Winnie the Pooh owned by Warner Brothers?
Disney.
Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Is it made from Disney?
No, but Winnie the Pooh is open copyright or whatever it's called, where anybody can use it.
I don't know.
I didn't know that either until I saw someone mention it.
Wow. I mean, hey, they had an idea, so they really went with
so
it.
funny.
That's so. I was never into Winnie the Pooh, as like a kid or as an adult. Like he's cute. He's a little bear who loves honey, and bears are my favorite animal. But I never really got into it too much.
Neither did I. I enjoyed it every once in a while.
Hmm.
The Winnie the Pooh movie with Ewan McGregor, though, that one is very traumatic
Is
and
it?
tear-jerking.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like someone dies.
Oh.
They're like, oh my goodness.
I don't remember. I just remember I was like, damn, this is a sad moment right here.
Huh.
Don't remember what happened though.
I think after it came out, I didn't hear a thing about it.
Ewan McGregor's a great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen him in too much, but I've seen him in enough.
Star
to, like,
Wars.
Well, duh. Yeah.
The Shining sequel.
Oh,
I enjoyed that movie.
I enjoyed it, but
it was a little long.
It was a little long. I think there were some parts they could have cut out, and then I would have been.
It was
fine
good
with
though.
It was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
What's it called again? Red Rum.
The Shining 2. The Shining.
Shining 2, starring
The
The
Shining.
Shining.
I can't remember what it was. Damn, that's gonna kill me.
That's gonna.
It's gonna bug me for a
I'm
while.
gonna figure it out later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But speaking of movies, man, I went to go watch Everything Everywhere All at Once,
Yeah.
and fantastic movie.
Yeah.
That's
I heard it's very good.
one of. It's gonna be my favorite movie of the year. It's going to be.
Damn.
Like, and I had to leave.
That's high praise.
I had to leave halfway through.
I never asked you why you had to do that.
Because day of, I had to leave the house, and after I left, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I guess I go to the gym. But when I got to the gym parking lot, I'm like, there's a lot of people here. I don't want to be here. Let me just go. And I thought to myself, you know what? I can go watch a movie. So let me go watch a movie. I went to go buy a ticket. Ticket was less expensive than the popcorn and soda. And I went to go sit down. I was there really early, so I saw all the trailers and all that jazz. It was nice. But I think I had an hour left in the movie. The movie's like about 2.5 hours long, I think. And I was like an hour and a half in. And I was always thinking the whole time I was watching through the whole movie, I'm like, this movie's fantastic. I've not wanted to look away from the screen at any point, even if someone makes a noise. I'm just like, I'm gonna keep paying attention because this is fantastic. And then
That's a good movie.
But then I'm like, wait a minute, I drank a whole soda by myself.
Oh no.
I gotta go to the restroom.
There's a large movie soda.
It's just a large movie.
Large movie soda.
I ordered a small, but that bitch was big.
Brother, smalls are like gigantic.
It was huge. Actually, when I got it, I thought to myself, is this a small? Because what the fuck is a large? But I was drinking it all because I was by myself, and as I got through, I'm like, oh, I gotta pee. Oh, let me just hold it for. I could hold it for the rest of the movie. I don't know how much is long, how much longer it is. And 30 minutes go by, and I gotta go. I gotta go to the restroom. So I go to the restroom, but I'm not gonna spoil anything from the movie. But there is a scene in there. This doesn't spoil anything. Civilians they stop, and then they turn, and then they walk towards their destination, like kind of like a robot. Remember in iRobot, and all the robots would like stop, go. They did that, but like as humans. And then as that scene was happening, I'm like, I have to go. So I stood up. And then I started walking out the theater, and I know damn well people in that theater were sitting there saying like, "What's happening?
This is real?"
Yeah, I'm like, this timing is so funny.
That's so funny.
But
you never came back.
I never came back. It's in their eyes. I just left at that point in the movie. They're like, "Oh my god, they're calling him too." But I got up, I just had to go to the restroom, and I'm like, oh, all right, well, I'm in the restroom, I'm waiting to go in the stall. I'll look at my phone. So as I'm looking at my phone, the urinal just freed up, and I walked up to there. I was doing my business, and as I looked at my phone, I saw a message, and it's like, hey, are you on your way? Like, what's up? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And like, it was for my friend. I'm like, the only plan we have is a birthday party, but that's next week. So now I look at the pictures that she sent me, and I'm like,
it was today.
Fuck, it's the 20th. I gotta go. So I'm like, oh fuck. So I finished my business, and I'm like, I can't go back to the movie. I gotta go. So then I left and I went towards a party, and I never got to finish that movie. And I'm so sad because that was such a good movie, man. And that's also very funny because that.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Those people rated that movie 5 out of 5. So immersive. Would see again if someone walks out at that point.
And then little did they know that happened in Las Vegas at an AMC theater.
Guy gets hypnotized by a movie, walks out with 4 people.
It's like a Winter Soldier moment. He just had to say that and leave. But no, I went to a party. It was one of my friends' parties from my old job, and it was really fun there. I drank a little bit, met some old friends. It was really nice seeing them. And at some point during the night, I had to go restroom. So I'm like, hey, let me go restroom. And I went there. I locked it. Apparently, I wasn't locking it right the whole night. And I learned. I'm like, oh, this is how you lock it.
That's hilarious.
I was drunk. But
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I locked it. And I was going pee. And I'm just like, whenever I'm drunk, I just kind of dance a lot. So when
Especially when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah,
you're
so
like,
I'm like, there's a song in my head somewhere.
and then you're like, oh my god, I'm peeing.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, I'm still going, okay. But I got interrupted because I locked the door,
Someone unlock it?
but I didn't shut it.
Oh.
I didn't hear the click. So my friend, the birthday boy, he walked in, and and as he walked in, he was on his phone, luckily, so he didn't see like anything. So he went like, whoa, and I went like, oh, dude, no, I'm in here, someone's in here. And then I finished up, and then I left, and then I sat in the kitchen floor. I washed my hands, of course, but I sat on the kitchen floor, and my friend came up to me, he's like, so what was that? Like I locked the door. He's like, yeah, but you didn't shut all the way. And I'm like, oh man, like, dude, you walked in on me, man. Like that hurts so much, bro.
That hurt you so spiritually in your soul.
I told him that, but I don't remember saying that because I was drunk. So my friend told me, he's like, oh, by the way, you were like so hurt that Brandon walked in on you. And I was like, was I? He's like, yeah, you said it. I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry. I took a picture, like, oh, and I saw it. It's a very funny picture. It was adorable looking. Because my phone was on the floor, drink was in my hand, and you could tell by the look at my face. I said I was hurt, but I had a big old smile anyways. Like, oh man, you hurt me, bro.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was a fun party though. I had to sober up, and then I got out good. And
Yeah, that's good.
I have a clown nose now.
Good old
from
time.
that party.
Really?
It's in my car. Yeah.
Nice. You a clown?
I put it on throughout the night. We had pig races. Like we had like little like wind up pigs, and then we just put them on.
Oh, that's fun.
We had a pink one, which I always voted for. 2 green ones. One of them had like a jacket, and a black one. And the black one always won.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you would have lost all of your money if
It
you
was
bet.
rigged. No, I ran to my I'm like I have money somewhere. I ran to my car. I picked out 14 cents.
You bet 14 cents?
Yeah, from my.
You lost all 14 cents.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I went in. I'm like, well, I kind of lost it. I ran back, and I'm like, I slammed it on the table. I'm like, 14 cents on pink. And
What, you at the fucking strip?
no one was there. Everyone went inside. The races were over. So they're like, oh, we're not really racing anymore. So I went, oh.
Yo, that's so funny.
I left the change though. I didn't want it.
Oh, so you lost it, but not because you bet.
Yeah, exactly. I just went like, well, you could have it. Who was it talking to? No one.
That's great.
Yeah, it was a fun party. I haven't been to one in a bit, so I think last one I was at was yours.
Yeah, New Year's, I think.
Was it New Year's?
Mhm.
Did you have a party New Year's?
Mhm.
What were we doing New Year's?
We had a New Year's party. We did karaoke. We got messed up.
I remember now. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, we get messed up.
Yeah, we did. Well, I did.
Did we? I
Yeah,
remember.
we were singing ABBA.
Well, that would just be singing.
Oh, well, I was drunk.
You were drunk singing ABBA?
I was drunk. Yeah.
Really?
I was drunk, and I was like, dude, I feel so good. This is the perfect kind of drunk. I'm, like, conscious, but I'm drunk, you know?
Oh, no, I don't
You don't remember that?
Not at all,
But
man.
you were drunk, too.
No.
Yes.
Buddy, I wasn't.
Dude, you were.
No,
Because I remember being like, I'm so drunk, and you're like, so am I. Dude, ask Rhea.
That does not sound
I'll ask Rhea and be
familiar
like,
at
wasn't he
all.
drunk on New Year's? And she'll be like, yeah, he was.
All I remember is Halloween being that drunk. I don't remember being drunk and that at all. Because I didn't stay the night. I left.
No, you sobered up, but you were drunk.
Did I eat anything? I didn't eat anything either. Because
We all had pizza. because they ordered pizza. There was like 4 pizzas on the table.
Right. That was the night that I drank all that champagne.
Yep.
And it sucked.
You did drink, but then you're like, this is kind of good, but that's because you were drunk.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That I remember.
Because then you got it like later on. You're like, wow, this wine is good, and then you're like,
that
no,
wine
it wasn't.
That wine was delicious. Night of. I'm like, bro, I could drink a whole bottle. This is splendid. And then I bought it on my own, and I'm like, oh, I remember liking this. I'm gonna take it home.
Didn't like it.
Disgusting. It was horrible. I had it with a steak. So
they say that's like the perfect combination.
Now that wine, perfect with some dirt.
Shit on that one. What's the name of it?
I forgot. Your mom knows. It was her favorite wine, but it was
shitting on my mom's favorite wine.
Yeah, I was following your face. I said like, listen, that wine I had that night was delicious, but later on it was ass. I think I told her that.
No, you did.
It wasn't good, but all I remember from that night is the champagne, singing karaoke, and tricking you into a vodka shot. What happened?
I hate you.
What happened?
I hated that.
Was that me and Rhea, we established like hey, want to do a prank on Christian? It was my idea, and she was like,
it was,
and she's like, how? I was like, well, we could all do shots, but our shots could just be water. His is gonna be vodka. She's like, oh yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a good plan. So then we went, and then the only vodka that was there was strawberry vodka.
I hate strawberries.
You hate strawberries?
No, I don't hate them. I don't like strawberries though.
Strawberry vodka sucks.
It does. That shit was disgusting.
It was nasty.
And I thought you guys were doing it with me, so I felt not that bad. And I found out it was water, and I felt not great.
Yeah, we were like, oh man, that was just water. And
I felt betrayed.
And you went like, what? No, that was.
And then I made you guys take one.
You didn't make us take one. I just took one because I felt
bad. You guys took one.
Yeah, you took it because we felt bad.
Yeah, you should. It was fun though.
Now I'm taking
No. Now I'm taking it back.
It's storing it up. It's
just been like right here.
Damn, New Year's was a while ago.
6 months.
That it feels like not that long ago.
No, it really doesn't. It feels long, but not long.
Yeah, because stuff has happened between then, but I don't know.
Nothing that drastic though. It's mostly just work.
Between then, it's just been work. That's all I could think of. Nothing.
You've been on that grind.
Yeah, and it sucks. Well, for me, it's kind of like more.
Grind sucks, man.
Yeah.
This is fun though. Thanks for watching.
This is fun. Yeah, we honestly we just do this for fun. That's what it is. Like I have fun talking to you, and we've stated a bunch of times like, hey, let's just take we talk for hours. Might as well just record it. Like if it's not for anything, it's for us. So it's just for us. Like we like to go back and then like
future us.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? I bet
Has your nipples grown? Good.
Valid
Don't
question.
Don't know what the answer would be. Don't know what would be a good answer.
I was looking at my nipples the other day. I think yesterday. I looked at them. I was very like.
Have I told you?
Curious.
I think I have a third nipple.
Rhea told me.
She told you?
You were there. That's why.
I was?
Yeah.
When?
It was a while ago, but I remember you being like
drunk.
I
don't remember this.
Not sure. I just remember, I think something self-conscious was said out loud for me, and then Maria was like, "Well, I mean, it feels so bad. He has a third nipple." And then
what? I do not remember this.
Yeah, I think this was Christmas.
Christmas?
Yeah, I think it was Christmas. And then
what?
Yeah, something like that. And then you were like,
I feel betrayed.
You were there.
I know. And
then you went like, yeah, like it's in the, and she's like, I'm like, where? It's like, oh, it's on the side. I'm like,
it could just be like a mole or something. I don't know. Could be a third nipple though.
I said like just show me whatever, and then it didn't look like a third nipple. I even said like I don't think it's a third nipple, and then both of you were like, no, yeah, it's a third nipple.
I've seen pictures and it kind of does look like that. I don't know though.
I don't feel like it is. I feel like it's just like a and not enhanced. What the fuck is it called? Like a showy birthmark.
Maybe. I don't know. Tried to get rid of it one time. It was bleeding. Thought I got rid of it. Came back.
That could still be a birthmark. Just
taking
it
it
off like that. Like
it was years ago though. I was like 13. I was like, I don't like this thing. I just kept doing this, and then scabbed. I was like, why did I do that? And I was like, well, it did bleed. Stupid.
Why not do that?
And then it just didn't go away. So I was like, I'll live with it. Doesn't bother me or anything.
I feel like, yeah, I'd get used to it at some point.
I did. I got used to my face. I used to not like my face.
Oh, why?
I was self-conscious, 12-year-old.
I understand. I thought you meant like recent.
No.
I was like, why? What the fuck?
Sometimes I feel hot as shit.
So sometimes you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm not bloated right now. I'm not breaking out so much. Like I look kind of good. Let me go take care of this real quick. And that always happens. Not like.
What you mean? What you mean by that?
Like go out.
Oh, okay.
Like let the world experience.
Like. Sound like you gonna fuck yourself. You would.
Yeah.
I think most people would.
If you had a clone.
Probably.
Would you?
Probably.
You would.
Who wouldn't? You know what you like.
Very true. Yeah, I would.
If like it's the same mindset, you know. If it's like a completely different person, I wouldn't.
If it was me, well, okay. Well, what if it was a guy? Like the guy.
I am a guy.
What if it was the guy version of you? Like I thought you were assuming it was a girl version.
No.
No. Okay. So you just fuck the guy version of you?
It's yourself.
Would you get fucked or fuck yourself, or would you experience?
I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah, for me, I go ahead and I if it was guy, I'd experiment, and if it was girl, I mean, yeah, sure. I feel like
Because at the end of the day, it's masturbation, basically.
Right? I don't know. Not really. Masturbation.
If the clone just appeared, wanted to fuck you, it's just masturbation.
No, because masturbation is like a solo thing. It's like it's just by yourself. Like you can, like a partner can be present, but as soon as they get involved, then it's sex.
I guess you're right.
Like whatever. Like
then what's it called if you fuck yourself as a clone?
Incest. I mean, think about it. It's the same things. Like,
is it though?
Well, because you share genes with your sisters. So
no, but like for this, it's the exact same genetic makeup.
Exactly. So that means they don't have the exact same genetic makeup, but they have something similar to you, as similar as they can get. Like
that's just a twin. Person. That's incest.
When you put it that way, I don't want to fuck my twin.
No, it's not your twin. It's a genetic clone. Like you like osmosis. Freaking. There's another one.
Oh, it's made like that. I was thinking of like.
No, I'm just saying like that's the genetic of it, as if you did that.
I was thinking of like a homunculus.
What is that?
Laboratory made like in a.
Oh, I mean that works too. Whatever. It's the exact same person
right.
as you.
Don't call me on that. But what does the twin have the same genetic makeup? Like exactly.
No, they're different.
Then okay, then it wouldn't be like your twin.
Slightly.
It's slightly different. Not by much, but it is. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Like it has the exact same thing, same pimple, same everything, right there.
Yeah, I mean, I do it. I
just wonder what it's called.
It's where I was so 100% for it until you mentioned twin. Then I'm like, oh.
But it's not your twin.
Wait a minute. Yeah, no. I mean, if it isn't my twin, then I'll go for it.
Because your twin, that's incest.
Yeah.
That's just your family.
Yeah.
That's weird. We don't live in Alabama.
You know, Alabama isn't the most state.
Isn't it?
It's the most memed on, but it's not like. I think it's something close to here actually. Like near on the Midwest coast.
Don't tell me that.
I forgot what
We're too close already. If it was Alabama, we'd be too close.
Where is Alabama?
Southeast. Next to Mississippi, I think.
Is Mississippi near Texas?
Yes. Man, I don't know. We took a geography test. We not smart with it.
Yeah, but we can take a U.S. geography.
We haven't, huh? We should. We should do that. We should do like a map. Like try to put the states.
There was a mini game like that on Bully. On the game.
Was there? Did you do good?
No. I never passed the first.
What would happen if you
class.
beat it?
You just passed your class.
Never played that game. I only watched you play it once.
When you play, like, classes are not needed, but they give you rewards.
Huh.
So like let's say you go to art class. If you pass art class for that semester or whatever, that class, you get a bonus in your kissing. Like,
okay.
Like you can kiss girls and then you get health from it, or kiss guys and get health from it too. Which was very controversial back then. You were able to kiss another guy, and it was very like, holy shit.
They didn't like that.
No, they didn't actually.
They didn't like the gays.
Sad.
It is sad.
But like in gym as well, like you get like plus to your like new moves to fight with.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and
I never played. I always wanted to though.
Geography, you get a shirt.
That's not worth it.
That's with other classes too, like music.
That's not worth it.
And like.
Imagine you're like, damn, I'm so dumb. I got a 60% on my geography test. Here's a T-shirt.
Yeah, here you go. I love geography.
Jimmy.
His name was Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy.
Was it?
Yeah.
I did not.
His
know
name
that.
is Jimmy Hopkins.
My last name is Hopkins. Everybody.
I told you that before. I think for like his last his last name was Hopkins.
No relation.
No relation. But yeah, there's like some classes to where you get like costumes, and then there's other classes where you get like actual like chemistry gives you like firecrackers and steak
That's
bombs
cool.
and like itching powder, like stuff that's useful.
That ever happen in your schools?
But
Like pranks like that, or they would like throw firecrackers in like the bathroom and blow up a toilet.
I think one time in middle school I saw a kick me sign. And that was about
You
it.
actually saw that?
Yeah.
Did anybody do it?
Yeah.
Damn,
me.
that's fucked.
No, I'm kidding. I was too short and fat to do that. You kidding me? No, I actually it was put on me one time.
Really? That's fucked up.
It was from a friend,
Oh,
and
okay.
then like
when it's a friend like that, that's funny.
it was a joke. Like did that, and then but as I stood up, like they kicked me, but not like a fucking like kick in the ass hole. No, it was more like a side kick, like that.
I think I saw one in school. It was like asking me if I'm gay, and I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
I think I saw that once too. Something like
Damn,
that.
kids are mean.
But I saw like an actual like someone like kick me sign on their back.
Did they get kicked?
'Cause
that's fucked up if they did.
not that I saw, but he did have it on while walking, so I'm
Damn.
guessing that happened. But other than that, no like firecrackers or stink bombs, nothing like that.
My grandpa used to be a troublemaker like that.
Really?
Yeah, him.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, him and his brother would. I remember this one story. They had an M80, the big firecracker.
Yeah, that's a
They
big
had
one.
like 5 of them. They dropped one in the
the
toilet,
toilet?
and it blew up. They got expelled.
Wow.
Yeah, they had to move schools.
The closest thing I got to expelled was suspension
It's funny, though.
from the school bus stop.
What?
I got expelled from the school bus stop in
What did
4th
you
grade.
do?
Nothing. I actually was talking to a friend.
That's racist.
A little bit. I was talking to a friend on the other side, like, cause there's like the gate, and then on the other side of the gate there's the school bus stop. I was on this side of the gate. I was on the other side. All the kids would hang out here, like up where the school bus stop is, cause bus. But I was just hang out over here with a friend because we didn't like any of them. They're all kind of like mean, and I was always bullied as a kid, and so was she. But when the bus came, like we heard the bus coming, I'm like, okay, cool. So we opened the gate, we were walking, and then all the kids were having a rock fight. Like they're just throwing rocks at each other.
That's insane.
Yeah, and I went like, oh my goodness. So then I just started walking to like the front of the line where the bus stop is, and then a kid threw a rock at me, and I'm like, what the hell? So then I picked one up, and I was gonna throw it, but I'm like, whatever, just let me get on the bus.
It's the bus driver.
Oh, causes like a whole traffic jam. 3 people were dead, 2 in the hospital. No, I just like threw it back and I got on the bus. And then the bus driver was like, okay, I'm not moving this bus until someone tells me what was happening out there. And it's like, and someone's like, oh, we're having a rock fight. It's like, who started it? They pointed at me.
That's fucked.
That's
fucked up.
It's like, oh, he was going to throw a rock. And I'm like,
That's messed up.
And I was like, what? No, I didn't throw a rock at all. And it's like, okay, who else was in it? Because I know it wasn't just him. And then like other kids got pointed out. Like, okay, you guys, I'm gonna drop you off at school today. But after today, I'm not gonna take you guys to school for a while. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So then he put in like a thing to the school. We got suspended from the thing. My mom got a letter. And then she's like, what happened? Like, Ma, they were doing a rock fight, and I wasn't even in it. And then my mom was like, that was the first time my mom looked at me and she believed me. So I'm like, yeah, because that's not, you don't do that shit.
You've never picked up a rock in your life.
Yes. So I had to get dropped off by her, and I felt really bad because my mom was always busy with work.
Yeah, that's always the worst.
Yeah, so she always like I took time out of her day and for something I didn't even do, so I still felt bad because I was a kid.
That's dumb. You couldn't even dispute it or anything.
No, I was like 3rd grade though. I'm not gonna dispute it.
But your mom.
Oh yeah, that. I think my mom just had the sign saying like, yep, whoop whoop, that's it.
That's so dumb.
Oh yeah, very. I know. So.
That's why we're the last in the nation.
Are we last in the nation?
We're like 46th.
Yeah, I said we're low, but I don't think we're loud.
We went up, I think.
Oh
like
shit!
I think we're like above Oklahoma. I don't know.
I forgot Oklahoma was a state. If you ask me, like, if you had me verbatim, like hey, name every state. First off, I wouldn't be able to do that.
You wouldn't?
No.
I could easily do it.
I can't name every. I think I could name.
You don't know the song?
No, Christian.
Everybody knows the song.
The max amount of states I can name, probably 10.
Can I know them?
Huh?
Can you name them?
California, Nevada. Like I started California first.
Yeah, I know.
Nevada, New York, New Jersey, Is Rhode Island a state?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Rhode Island.
That's where Quahog is.
I'm not gonna count the North and South ones.
North and South Dakota.
Yeah, because that's two, and I feel like it's kind of a cheat. Or any of those like Virginia. Is Virginia North and South Virginia? North Virginia, South Virginia.
You should count them if you can name them.
I'm not gonna count it because it could be a cheat anyways if I'm right. But where was I? Mississippi.
Okay.
Minnesota, because I think you mentioned that. Did you mention that?
No, I didn't, but you're right.
Okay, cool. Texas.
Everything's big.
Arizona. Idaho.
You know what?
Isn't there one that people think is fake? Wisconsin or something?
That's one, but that's not it.
Wyoming.
Yeah.
I knew it was a W.
That's where Coda got land.
Really?
Yeah. Remember?
Well, I remember that, but I didn't remember like what state it was.
It was Wyoming.
Yeah, I didn't think it was real. But
It's kind of nutty. Good on you, Coda. I knew you were
good
going to watch
on you.
this.
Washington. That's 13.
Wow, out of 50, and you're having a hard time.
Well, I'm not counting the North and South. So that's,
Okay, so you'd
that's
be at like
4.
16,
I'm at 13.
17.
Okay, so that means North and South Virginia would count then.
That's incorrect.
Okay, so it's Dakotas and it's Dakotas and what would be the other one? I can't remember. But Florida. How can I forget Florida? No one likes Florida. Florida.
Mr. Worldwide. Mr. 305. 305. That's it, huh? That's all I got?
Is Virginia... Did I already say Virginia? Is that the one I'm debating with North and South?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Virginia.
Virginia is one.
Okay, but it's not North and South?
Nope.
Okay, then. I'm at 15. I think that's all I can name. Give me one more second. Yeah. Oh, Louisiana.
Wow, good job.
And that's...
I'm not going to name them for you. That's just
New Mexico.
Too much. Good. Yeah, that's a good one.
How many am I at?
I think that's 17.
I almost said I'm halfway.
Damn, not good at geography or math.
And I can't even get halfway with geography, man. Those like...
Dude, our geography test, like, I watched that back, and I'm like, damn, we are so dumb.
I remember saying Italy was a boot.
It is.
And that's all
I remember being way too cocky.
I think you were cocky because you knew I was so bad.
Yeah, but then you were not much worse than me.
Yeah, with our powers combined,
we are not that much smarter than we are now.
Yeah, well, we should have brain cell as is. I was gonna keep half of one on the back burner because
maybe one day you'll need it for something important,
like a geography test. But yeah, I can't name any of the other fun states. I'm sure I'm really trying to think, and I gotta move on because
there's no way you'd be able to. I could easily like name them, but I'm not gonna. Just because we had a song in elementary school that everybody had to learn, and if you learned them, you got like snacks. Yeah, it's like during lunch.
I never learned it.
Oh, well, I Mendoza. If you learned the song, you can go up there and say it, and you get like a snack or a prize or something. And
like,
I did it
like
one
in front
time.
of people?
Yeah, in front of the whole lunchroom.
Why would you do that if the kids are already telling you the answers of the states and then go up there and you could just say what?
Because none of the kids were nice. They all wanted the prize for themselves.
No, but like, why would they like hold a thing to where like, hey, I'm gonna tell you all the answers, and then the next kid come up saying the exact same answers and get.
Because kids are dumb, man. They forgot. I saw a kid like they got it all, and then the next kid didn't know half.
Probably.
Exactly.
It would have been me.
I think I did it once, and I think I missed one, and I felt bad.
Which one did you miss?
I don't remember.
I think the only reason why I remember Idaho is because I did a report on it in 4th grade.
That had to be the most boring.
It was the most boring thing.
Nothing in Idaho.
I did in elementary.
The only thing people know about Idaho is potatoes.
That was what I had to do for a whole page.
Dang.
Is like, Idaho is the potato state. What else is there about Idaho? There's potatoes, and it's a state.
Its national vegetable is the potato.
I guess I could have gone more like the year it was founded.
You didn't do that?
No.
You only talked about potatoes?
I think I did like a sentence, and then the rest was potatoes.
What grade was this?
3rd or 4th.
My God.
I think it was 4th because it was at Hayes Elementary, and Hayes Elementary was the one right before Mendoza. So 4th.
Damn. I was the essay like guy. Like I could bust out an essay in like an hour, no matter how long it was.
I mean, I could too, but would it be good?
But mine were good. I would get A's on mine, like A's and B's.
I think the last time I got like an A on something that I can remember was in 8th grade math.
You didn't get an A in high school? I know freshman year. Don't even ask us about that year.
I did it freshman year.
Oh, okay.
PE.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I got an A, a B, and a D out of 8 classes. The rest were Fs.
What's up?
I went up to it. Anyways. I had.
Yeah, no, freshman year was a bad year.
I had a 1.0 GPA. I went from 3.7 to 1.0.
I think I had 1.9, and then they were like, you can do all your work and turn it in late. And I was like, okay, I did it, and I got up to like a 2.2. And then like that just kept my grade point average down, and because after that I actually cared about school a little bit.
Freshman year really fucked me over so hard that I barely graduated because government is the one class I needed to graduate, and I had a 60.02.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! I passed that. I got one question that I was debating on during like the finals.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, just one question. It was the last question I remember, and I'm like, I don't know if this is the answer or not. This is the last question or the second last question. I'm like, I don't know.
It was a 50-50, huh?
It was a 4. It was like an ABCD.
Oh, multiple choice.
Yeah, multiple choice. But
25% chance.
And well, I wasn't sure. I was like trying to like exit out down like, it can be this. I don't think it'll be this. Oh man, gotta go with this. And then that sounds right. I did that. I remember even sending an email to my government teacher, and I was like, hey, I don't think I passed this test. I'm really sorry because it isn't your fault. It was me.
That's so sad.
I couldn't.
Dude, if I would got that email, I'd be so disappointed.
I was like, I couldn't. I just couldn't maintain it. Like I couldn't keep the knowledge, but it's not your fault. It was me. And then I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I passed. That is on my mind.
You pitied him.
I made him pity me.
Yeah.
I went like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No, I meant like, dude. Pretty sure that's the only reason why I graduated on time.
That's all that matters. It's been 5 years now, though.
0.02% from graduation.
That's all you needed.
Man, it was a trip. And then I remember going there in my graduation, ran to my ex, and I walked faster. Couldn't find my good friend from high school, and then he had probably left. I found you guys. We took pictures, and then we went to the M Resort for a buffet.
Good food.
Good food.
Yeah.
Did you guys do anything for Ayana's graduation? Like
dinner? Yeah, we went back to our dad's.
Oh, for dinner?
Just for breakfast, and then I had to go to work.
Oh.
Oh, shoot. Go to had a date, and I meant to ask him how it went.
You had a date?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The day of the graduation.
Oh, you didn't tell me how. Wow.
I totally forgot. I meant to ask him. Dang.
You didn't tell me about that at all. Well, I'm a little offended. He talks to me about his girl things all the time, and I talk with him about my girl things.
That's just because he when he left, he went on the date.
No.
Oh, sorry, yeah, we're shitty.
I wish I could have gone though.
Yeah.
It sucks I really could.
It was really fun.
It was just because my supervisor had a wedding to go to, so I was the only one who was able to do stuff.
Dang.
Yeah, so I literally could not ask right off. Like your sister even asked me like, "Hey, you want to come to my graduation?" And I'm like, "Yeah, what? That's so sweet. What day?" She's like this. I'm like, "Oh."
The one day I couldn't actually do anything.
I couldn't do Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Yeah, so sad.
It sucked.
Got that shmoney though.
I got some shmoney. I do get some shmoney and some respect.
And some respect
from everybody, and
hopefully they look up to you a little more now.
Hopefully I pass my probationary period, and then I can be good.
Probation almost over for both of us.
2 weeks for me.
I think a week for me.
Started like a week before me?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah, I remember us being like, I remember thinking like, you know what, back to back, our jobs came in the clutch. And,
yeah, they really did.
Yeah, and then now we're good. Because I hated the job beforehand.
You did.
I'm not talking about the village.
I know.
I'm talking about the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
I know, you told me about a little bit of it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much about it, but it wasn't good. I didn't like it at all. Not the place that I would want to be or stay at. But
oh well, speaking of girls, you said you wanted to tell me about your girl adventures.
Yeah. So I've been on Bumble and on Hinge, and
look 'em up, ladies.
No, because I'm off. I deleted those apps.
He's off of it. Don't hit him up.
Don't hit me up. But I've kind of gotten to the point to where I kind of just, if it comes, it comes, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's what she said. And
Nice.
The reason why is because my past few situations, every person that I have tried to establish a relationship with, there was one that talked about nothing but anime, not even multiple anime, just 2 anime.
Yeah, it was Demon Slayer and
Jujutsu Kaisen.
which are very good,
They're
but
great anime.
super normie
But
though.
it wasn't even just that. It was the fact that was all. It was just that. Want to know why it was mostly just that? Because the second thing, which I'm still going to kind of count for the first one, is NSFW.
Right.
Of those anime.
Right. Which I don't see. I wouldn't want to see any of that for either one.
I thought to myself, damn, these conversations boring as shit, because it comes to the point to where like, hey, I'm just gonna leave her on red because I had there's nothing to add to this conversation at all. Like we're only talking about the same things every day, or you send me NSFW posts, and I don't want to see that. She sent them to me like she I'm not gonna say exactly what it was for Jujutsu Kaisen. Like it was characters from that, and then she's like, oh yeah, like I'm making you know how people can do like digital art where they can change one photo and make it look like a beautiful scenery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so she did that, but with NSFW art, and I'm like, oh, like these are pretty cool. Like she's like, yeah, it's of NSFW, and I went like, oh, I thought to myself first like, gory. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's something. And then she's like, yep, and then she sent the pictures of the originals, and I went like, I didn't want to see this. I didn't think it was this. I don't know. No. So I told her like, hey, I didn't really sign up for that. What are you doing? And she's like, oh, well, I thought it'd be okay. I'm like, I mean, no, it's a little weird sending NSFW posts to someone.
Mm-hmm. Especially unsolicited.
And also, we don't know each other. Like we like
don't even know her name.
So I like that went like straight down to where I think one day I just texted her. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I expecting like a any conversation, and then she started off with like, oh, nothing. I just been on Twitter looking at hentai, and I went like, okay. I blocked her at that point. At that moment in time, I'm like, you know what? I'm done. Boop.
Can you look at anything else?
It was just that, and then she kept sending me stuff about Jujutsu Kaisen that I couldn't talk about because it was about manga, and I'm not ahead in the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen. I am for Demon Slayer, but not for Jujutsu. So I didn't know what she was talking about. I'm like, I don't know who these people are. And then she like spoiled some people's deaths, and I went like, wait, he dies?
Or you should have blocked her after that.
Yeah. So I was actually, I think that was like the day or two.
The same day.
A day or two before, but.
This girl sucks.
Yeah, God, that sucks. And then there's another girl that trauma dumped on me. Like as soon as I gave her my Instagram. We were on Bumble, and then we were texting for like maybe like a day or two, and I'm like, hey, someone always gives us this excuse. I don't know why she did. She's like, hey, Bumble doesn't really send me notifications that well, and kind of sucks. Why don't you move this to number? And I don't like exchanging numbers. I'm like, you just can do Instagram. And then she's like, yeah, that's fine. So we went on Instagram, and then as soon as I'm like hey, she's like, oh hey, what's up? And then like 2 lines of text each go boop and then boop. And then she automatically trauma dumps on me saying like, yeah, my stepbrother died. And I went, what? It was like, yeah, I think we automatically started about dogs, because it was like, hey, dogs are nice. I got dogs of my own. Let me show you a picture. Boop, boop. And then she's like, yeah, my stepbrother died, and now I have his dog. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, you have something to remember? I don't know what to say about this, I guess. And he's like, yeah, but then his dog died. And I went,
that's tragic.
What is happening?
It's tragic that she dumped that on you, and tragic for her.
Yeah. So I mean, I felt bad, but we just started talking. What do you want me to say? Except for all I could say really is like, I'm sorry that happened. So I said that, but then I also said afterwards, this is kind of a lot to just drop on me. I don't know, like this, out of nowhere. Very
maybe
suddenly.
She just needed to tell someone she didn't really care who it was.
Maybe, but after that, she never texted me back, and I went like, you know what? That's okay. Maybe it was the way I worded it, but I was okay with it.
That's a lot.
That it was funny though. I think about it now, it's kind of funny. I mean, there's other times to where like I've been stood up, and I got like the date was like 30 minutes late, and it kind of just sucked to the point to where I didn't want this anymore. Mm-hmm. So I thought to myself,
ladies,
I just established, like, you know what, I'm gonna let it come to me. I don't want anything.
Just look at his shirt.
I came prepared.
Still not. It's not incorrect.
Nothing. It's like, I think I told you about the very beautiful woman in my neighborhood.
Yeah, your neighbor.
Yeah, she's so beautiful.
You told your mom.
I told my mom. I finally told my mom, like, hey mom. She's like, yeah, like, she's beautiful. God, she's beautiful. Like, she's like older than me a little bit, and I'm like, she's beautiful. God. And then golly. And then she's
you
like,
could do that.
Well, my stepdad, he came downstairs, and my mom's like, I'm gonna tell him. And I'm like, I was telling you this in confidence. And then she's like, hey, you know the lady that we were just talking about too? And then he's like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, Chris has a crush on her. And he looked at me, was like, yeah, that's good. And I went like, oh, you know what, Mom?
My bro was like, ooh, is she hot?
She's very beautiful. I haven't seen her since, but that's okay. It's like nothing's gonna happen. She's married. I'm not gonna go after that.
Could be your pool boy.
That's what I told her, my mom. I told her, like, I could be your pool boy. He's like, our backyards aren't big enough. And I went, yeah, well.
And she's like, look at ours.
We got dirty ass jacuzzi.
That's true. I forget you have that.
We've never used it.
I know. There's probably so many spiders.
One time the cover flew off. I think I told you about that one time.
You did.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It flew, and then like I think one time I went for a run, and I saw it.
It's like, is that mine?
Yeah, it was like by a tree behind it, and I'm like, whoa.
Yo. Yeah, just a tangent. This city is too goddamn windy. This shit's pissing me off.
Oh my god.
If someone has a goddamn wind machine, turn that shit fucking off. I'm so done with it.
Doofus Merchants is over here turning on the windinator. I've established this to have a limited energy.
When I was a child, my brother loved the wind.
I thought you said my brother loved blowing me, and I wanted the windinator to blow everybody in the tri-state area.
This isn't canon.
But it's been windy as shit.
Yo, it's so annoying. He can't play any games on his computer because he's got Wi-Fi, and for some reason the wind stops the internet.
As soon as the wind picks up, my internet goes from like at least 5 megabytes to 2, and then when I'm using something that uses internet to 0.2. And then it is such. I can't.
And also my allergies. My nose gets dry. I have bloody noses. Sorry, this is a rant that's not needed. But this city's got too goddamn windy. Fuck Chicago. It's not that windy city anymore. We're the windy city.
When did this start? Do you remember when this started to be windy?
I don't know. 7, 8 months ago. It's been too long.
It was where it was like windy like once a week, and then we noticed, and we're like, hey, it has been windy like at least once a week.
And now it's like every 4 days of the week.
Yeah.
It was windy yesterday.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember that.
It was cloudy though. It was kind of nice. But I would like it to rain if it did that at least.
If it's windy, let it rain at least.
That's what I said. What I said.
I mean, I totally agree with you. Rain, I love.
Rain makes wind at least a little better, more bearable.
To me, rain makes everything.
And then thunderstorms, I'll take all the wind because at least then it like sounds cool, sounds nice, peaceful.
It sounds cool, and like you can recognize like, yeah, there's wind because there's a storm. Now it's like, oh yeah, there's a dust storm for no reason. We're just gonna go ahead and take it.
Like, why is there wind? I don't know. This goddamn city's so goddamn windy.
For no reason.
Sorry for the rant. Had to get that out. So windy. Fuck.
We gotta steer away from it because it's.
I wanted to tell you, you like you talked about anime a little bit with that girl. You like anime. In anime, you could call yourself a weeb.
I was definitely a weeb in high school.
Yeah.
Like
less now though.
No, that's not. I've moved on a little bit from it.
Good news. You know Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah, I saw it. It was getting the thing.
Yeah. More chapters.
No, I don't believe it.
It was the creator.
I don't believe it.
He tweeted it.
Christian, when you have been a fan of Hunter x Hunter for as long as I have,
the Demon Slayer creator also confirmed it.
don't care because
You don't care?
No, because
He had it written down.
Hunter.
He had it written down.
Any other fans that have been a fan as long as I have, at least, which I mean, it's
Like,
been
I
for
know.
a while.
It's been a long time.
Like it's been in such a long
But
hiatus,
when the creator,
and there's always been rumors. And
it wasn't a rumor.
And this time it's been from the creator, yeah. But like something can always just happen. So until
But it's written. It's written.
and it's come out publicly, like everyone can have a copy of it. Okay. Until that's happened, I will not get my hopes up.
Okay.
Because as soon as that happens, I will text you immediately. I'll go, it's happening.
Because that means that there could be more anime.
Yeah.
And you told me about like the future of Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
It seems so cool. It could be, I think, better than Naruto.
It definitely has a potential.
I've seen like some stuff and I'm like, damn, that's really, really cool.
It definitely has a potential. Like, yes, the power system's a little confusing.
A little bit.
But like,
Great story though.
once you have like
I will say
a ground for it, you could get it.
The manga kind of hard to read.
Why?
They have just it's basically a book.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because now you have to read from right to left.
Oh no, that's I read manga a little bit.
I know.
But no, but like it's just like complete like dialogue for one whole page, and she just like that was a lot right there.
He's like, oh, I feel like I gotta take a break now.
After one page, you can't handle it.
I can't read anymore. Like for fun.
What's it say?
No, I can't read for fun anymore.
Did you read for fun?
I tried in elementary, and I still have a
15 years ago.
I know, and like I have a favorite book, and it's not elementary. It's like
what is it?
Copper Sun.
Oh right, yeah.
It's about it's like slavery, so it's like high school level, and we're reading that in 5th grade. But my favorite book of all time is from Sharon M. Draper, my favorite author. She also has Tears of a Tiger and Forged by Fire. And like just that whole trilogy, I forgot what the third one's called. It's like Awaken or something like something dark, something about dreams. Mm. But all great books, and it's if you read it now, you just think like, damn, this is serious shit. And I
never even heard of it.
No, was the Copper Sun's Slavery, which I mean it's a very interesting book. Tears of a Tiger deals with suicide. Forged by Fire deals with domestic abuse, like from father to son. Actually, from father to family. But and then the Awaken one or whatever it has, I think deals with sexual assault.
Or not dark, but serious topics.
Serious target and like
targets.
But serious topics, and I was like a kid reading. That's the first time I said the N-word. Cause our 5th grade teacher, I'm not gonna say his name, but our 5th grade teacher.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah. He like said we had like in class.
They're like it's in the book. You can say it.
You read out loud in class.
You
right?
do.
So
especially it's always the ones that have the word in it. To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay, but when you read that, you're in high school, so you knew what that meant. You knew what the
That's
meaning,
true.
Like
that is very true.
How heavy that word can be. I was in elementary, and I still knew that was not a good word. But I remember, like, I was saying it, I was reading it, and then I said it out loud, and then the whole class looked up. No one gasped.
Oh, that would have been funny if they did, though.
But, like, everyone, like, stopped and looked at me, and I looked up to my teacher, and I looked at the only black kid in the class, and I went, like... and then he said... and the guy, the kid didn't even say it was okay. The teacher... who's a white man, he said, he looked at me, he's like...
He is a white man. I don't know why I said was.
He changed. He had that Reaper the Ligo, but opposite.
Yeah.
But he looked at me, he's like, it's fine, keep going. And I went like, okay.
Wait, I mean, you already said it. What was he supposed to do?
Yeah, true. Just slap me and just take my mouth.
Hit you with the ruler?
But I said it, I felt really bad. I think I apologized. His name was Marcus. Yeah. But he...
Do I remember him?
Glasses, had dreads.
I think I remember.
Yeah. I still I took his scissors. I still have them.
Racially motivated?
No.
He's kidding.
No, yeah, I'm kidding. No, please.
He's not kidding.
But those books were very heavy, and we were just kids. We were 10 reading books like that. And
That's crazy. Those are heavy topics to talk about when you're a kid.
But reading them,
in elementary school, I was reading like Harry Potter, Goosebumps.
Well, we were reading that like
Animorphs.
Actually, if we weren't reading a book like in class like that, when you get to go to the library,
You did have what was it called? Brick Academy. Is that what it's called?
What?
Brick.
No, what are you talking about?
What was his like program that he had for you guys?
Oh, Brett.
It was Brick. It was Brick, or maybe that was for my sister.
I think it was just for his sister.
I think he like started to implement it with you, and then like later on he was like,
the only thing
because he came back.
We were his first class he ever taught. So
Teach taught.
I just said taught. I didn't say teach.
Oh, it sounded like you said teach taught.
But he was the first class that he taught, and I remember he did something called Rambucks, and Rambucks.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
You had to do math class. Like, well, math, the whole class was math, but you did like math, and if you did like the remember those pieces of paper that was like your times tables up to 12, and you had to figure it out as fast as you can under a minute or something.
I love those.
Something like that.
I just sped so fast.
I went so fast. I felt so like, and there's a little thing where only he could reach because he was tall and he was an adult, but he can move the pieces, and like if you pass it, boom, you go up, and then you get a ram book, and it looked like a real check.
That's cool.
Yeah, and there was Rams on there because he was for the Rams, and also Broncos, I think. But or was it Bronco Bucks? I forgot. But he gave it to us, and we saved him up, and then he said by the end of the school year, what we're gonna have an auction.
That's cool.
And I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff, and you guys are all going to go ahead and.
Was it cool stuff, or was it like just like candy?
There was some stuff that was cool. Like yeah, there's candy, but there was like cool stuff. Like there was posters, and there was like little knickknacks and stuff like that. I can't say that word, but there's I think and the only thing.
Is there an iPod? That'd be dope.
No,
that would've been cool.
That'd been cool. So I don't think it was an iPod, but I had enough Rambucks to do like an auction, and like I couldn't win anything because everyone had so much Rambucks. No, I was saving mine for something cool. I got to the end, there was like one thing left, and I thought there was more. But I'm like, oh no, I gotta get the Selena Gomez Wizards of Waverly Place poster.
Fire show.
And I had it, and then I'm like, I don't want this. And I also bought another poster, like a car poster. It was kind of cool. But I didn't even like cars. I just thought like it was a cool car.
I don't know if you ever saw my room at the first house that we lived in. I had a Lamborghini poster on my wall. Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. It was the only car poster I've ever had. Don't even really like Lamborghinis that much.
Mine was a red Ferrari, I think.
Wow.
A red Ferrari or a red Lamborghini. I can't remember. I remember it was red.
Probably Ferrari.
Was it even that? Maybe it was a Dodge. I don't really remember. I remember it was red and it was a car.
I don't know why I had it on my wall. It was above my bed. No clue why. Didn't even like him.
Mine was on my brother's side because I didn't even like it. I think I gave it to him. Like, hey, do you want it yours? He was like, yeah, sure. But I had that, and then I traded the Selena Gomez poster for a little coin purse, a little tiny little purse that said Angel on it. And my mom's name is Angelica.
Oh, okay.
So
that's cute then.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll get it for her. She still has it.
Nice.
To this day, she has it in her car, and then it's
that's nice.
Very dirty, but it's.
It's been years, so.
But she still had it when I first saw it. Like again, after all the years, I'm like, oh wow, that's very nice. Like
that's very nice.
Yeah.
Her mom's sweet.
Oh, she's a sweetheart. And I got everything from her besides. I think what do I have from my dad? I think I have his eyes. I definitely have his color eyes. Yeah. One time he saw too much shit, so I had to take him. But
you can still talk about it. You can't just see it.
I have his poop brown eyes, and I think his facial structure. But I got my mom's like nose, mouth, eyebrows, hair, but. Yeah, I'm happy because my mom is very beautiful and my dad is not a handsome man. Oh no, wait! That's what else I got. Got his forehead.
Oh yeah, big ass forehead over here. I got a big ass nose though, so we can all talk about it.
Yeah, it's okay.
This thing, 9 inches this way.
I got a big old head of force. But yeah, we back then. As kids, I would have never thought, like damn, like if I went back in time and then just saw it all, like how it all started with you and me, I wouldn't have thought like, yeah, no, they're gonna be like.
There's no way I would have thought.
not at all. And it all happened because of Xbox.
I'm so grateful for that thing.
Man, like back then, that was like
that was the thing, dude.
The only reason you had an Xbox is because you would play with friends and you'd have Xbox Live. Luckily, I had a brother who would also ask for Xbox Live, but he didn't use it as much as I did.
I didn't even ask for an Xbox when I first got it. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I never asked for an Xbox. My dad just bought it one Christmas. He's like, "Yeah, here, I wanted to play. Here's Halo 2." And I was like,
"That's cool.
This is awesome." But yeah, I never asked. Like, I think if I never got an Xbox, I'd be very different. I think I'd probably be more athletic, to be honest. I would have done more sports.
I feel like I wouldn't have had many memories, but I would have gone still in gaming because I was gaming since
I was still in gaming, but I wouldn't be nearly as much into it. But it was because of you guys I got into it.
I think I would because my brother played games. So
I only did a little bit because we had the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1. Like, that was it. That was all I played, really. And, like, some games on the computer, but, like, it was, like, little kid games that I didn't really care about that were kind of fun. There was this game that I had. It was an I Spy game, and it was kind of creepy, and it was really fun.
Is it the Halloween one? Like the one with the skeletons?
Yes! That one was so fun. I would be like, I'm kind of bored. I'm going to play this I Spy game. And it was so fun.
I played it not because we owned it, but because I was poor. So I went to the Apple Store, and there was
like the Apple Store.
It was at the Apple Store, and sometimes back then, not now, but back then when I was a kid, there was like computers, like Mac computers. You could just walk up to, like kids can just go up to. Well, not kids, but like people in general. They want to test out the computer, and I would run for it. I got to it. I Spy. So then I played that.
You can still do that.
I played with my dad. You can still do that?
Yeah, you go to Apple Store.
What? Because I could
you can test iPhones, iPads,
What I know you can test like the handheld devices.
Yeah, you can do everything.
But the computers are still up.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
They're still there.
Damn, that's because that was like, we did that every Sunday when I went with my dad.
That's fun.
Because we went to church and then we went to the Fashion Show Mall to go to the food court. I ate Wendy's every time.
They don't even have a Wendy's there anymore.
Nope, let's go. And then went to the Apple Store. We waited and inside the Apple Store, played games on it. My brother would look at stuff, and to wait for the actual fashion show. Then we go sit outside, watch the fashion show.
I don't even know if they do that anymore. I mean, they probably do, but I think it's been like a while since they've done that.
Yeah,
should change the name to
mall. Just the mall.
Yeah.
I want to go to a mall that's just called mall. That'd be.
Have you seen? There's like those videos where people go to like abandoned malls.
Yeah.
That seems very, very cool to do.
It seems cool, but I want to be there at night, so it's creepy.
Oh my god, yeah, I want to be there. I mean, even during the day, it's a little creepy. It feels unsettling.
Yeah, because you're so like your mind.
Attributes malls with people.
Exactly, so it's like no one's here, something's wrong. So then your instincts kick in. Like
feels like
if no one's here, I shouldn't be here, and you want to leave.
How the back rooms kind of feels in those kind of videos and games.
I thought the back rooms was more because it seemed familiar.
Yeah, exactly. It feels familiar, and like an abandoned mall, it feels familiar because it is familiar, but there's just no people, so it makes you even more uneasy.
With my dad, sometimes we would go to like not abandoned buildings, but like closed buildings, and then he'd have to open it up, check it because he was part of a cleaning service, so he had to like vacuum and like or something like that. Like just like he didn't go to the same spot multiple times. He went to different spots to clean them and take out trash or anything like that, and we would help him. But I was always in like offices that had no furniture in it, so I was able to run around and like that's what back rooms remind me of. That's the only reason why that seems familiar is because I was able to experience that.
You went to a back room.
Yeah, because I was actually in like those type of things.
Did you survive it? Are you the monster?
A homeless man chased me.
That's scary.
I'm kidding. That didn't happen. Okay, can I tell a story real quick?
What's the time?
Just an hour or a little bit over?
Hour 4.
Hour 4? Okay, I'm gonna tell a story real quick
then.
I, as a kid, I don't know if I ever told you this story, but my mom, my brother, and we were going to a 99-cent store, and my brother asked, hey, can I have $1 to get a drink or something like that? And my mom was like, sure, here's $1. And back then, we weren't really the richest people. Like, we didn't have a lot of money, but my mom would always take us to the 99-cent store because she would just go there to get something. And
good store.
I mean, it's a fine store. I think she went there for like bags, like for like gifts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But she gave us $1 to keep us preoccupied. Don't go too far. Blah blah blah. Call each other if you need each other, and by calling we do our tongue smack, which I can't do on camera because it'll spike the audio. But we were walking in, and then I'm like, oh, can I have $1? I want $1. And then she's like, you know what? Yeah, can I have $1? And with that $1, I bought a Shrek wallet, my first wallet. And then I lost it. I had $20 in there. But anyway, she gave me $1, and as we were walking in, there was a homeless man outside.
Did you give the $1 to him?
Well, he's asking like, hey, you guys have 99 cents you can spare? I'm really hungry. And then my mom was like, oh no, sorry, we no cash. And then me as a kid, I just had the $1. I just got $1. I'm like, oh, I have $1 in my pocket. So I take it out, and then I go, like I don't have 99 cents, but I got $1. And then I walked inside. My mom took my hand, and she's like, Papi, 99 cents is $1. And I'm like, I turn around like, oh, do I have to go?
Fucked up.
Imagine being like struggling.
That is so
struggling in life, asking for like begging
Dude,
for money.
How old were you?
I was like 4.
Okay, that's okay. That's fucked up though.
I was like
that is fucked up.
4 through 6 at some point in that time. I was just.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it basically went back when I didn't have a good establishment of money.
Your mom never gave you $1 again.
To this day,
dude,
I feel so guilty.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
I know.
I feel so bad for that guy. I want to give him $1.
That's what I felt. I felt like that through all years of my life. Ever since then, that's stuck with me, and that's the story I tell for like whenever I see someone like with a sign saying like "hungry, please" or anything like that. I always think to myself, I was so fucked up. Like I was a kid, so I didn't know any better. But like, I remember turning around like, oh, I'll go give him $1. My mom was like, no, come on, we're gonna keep going. And I'm like, okay.
Giving them, I think, nothing is better than what you did.
Of course, you bragged in this space. I don't have the money you're asking for, but I have it really.
I have one more cent that you were asking for, but it's mine. You come out with an Arizona. It's good.
I felt so bad, man.
That's fucked up.
I felt bad to this day.
Damn.
I know. I guess I've never told you that story, but yeah.
No, you haven't. That's insane. That's fucked up.
I know.
Kind of funny, but kind of fucked up. Like really,
kind of
really
funny, but it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, like it's fucked up, and it's like slightly funny.
Yeah. It's the way I said it. I
feel like know exactly how you say it. I said it.
Not 99 cents, but I got $1.
And then you walk in.
No, I did the bounce. I got it.
You did the.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so.
What do you think I keep doing the bounce?
Dude, that's so fucked.
I know.
At least you were like 4, not like 13.
No, I beat my own ass.
I'd have to hate you.
Yeah, no. At that point, I knew.
Dude,
like,
that's so. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Leave a like. Hit the subscribe button.
I'm sorry for anything.
He's a bitch.
Yeah.